Welcome to my house round 2. So if you remember before, I talked about 5 things that I did in my remodel and that I would change. This is going to be 5 things in my new house that I would change or that I would update. So this house was built in 2023 and it's a really unique style and it's a super small footprint. And we're actually adding a 3rd child, and so we're trying to figure out a way to get storage because there is 0 storage in this 1,600 square foot house. So I want to walk you through how I'm thinking about storage, how I'm thinking about adding storage and actually maintaining functionality and making it fit for my family. So the awesome positives of this house is the land is really beautiful and the windows are really beautiful and we like the style of it, but it is very small. So 1,600 square feet, and now we are making it fit what we are. So as you come in the front door, we're going to be adding like a for real mudroom bench here. So this bench is going to go all the way to this corner. The garage has this strange diagonal to it, so we're actually going to have to do a built-in to make that not a dust collection spot. You can see we were testing out some ideas. I'm a big fan of testing out ideas before you jump in and do it all. So test out this idea, it works, but this cabinet is not functional for what we want to do. So we're going to do a built-in cabinet across here and add a slat wall on this to just give it a really good accent feel through there. And then as you come in here, this is what sold the house. Obviously, we have great big windows, amazing views. We have awesome sunsets, awesome sunrises, and we just really love the feel of it, but no storage. So as you come in here, cabinetry wise, kitchen wise, it's great storage, but it still needs just a little bit more. So we're trying out a new product line with our cabinet builder, Randall, to do frameless cabinets. And this just so happens that I already have frameless cabinets in this house. So we're going to be testing it out on that. So basically we're replacing all of the doors to make this whole thing updated and not so white and pale. So we're kind of matching the floor and then we're gonna add pops of color throughout. And what a frameless cabinet is, you can look in our pantry, is right here. This is the frame of the cabinet. So a framed cabinet would have a thicker and then your doors would overlay rather than this style. So this is basically the whole cabinet is these and then the box around it. So it makes it less expensive to change out the doors. So I think for our whole cabinet, it's about $2 grand just to change all the fronts comparatively to if we had to replace cabinets, you'd be in the 15,000 range. So a good savings and a good option that we really want to try out to be able to give more budget, but also custom options. So as you come over here, they have no backsplash on here. So I don't know if that was purposeful or if they wanted to add it later and just didn't get around to it. But so we're going to be adding backsplash. We're going to be adding some fluting to the hood and painting this kind of a mauvish pink color. That will look awesome. And then we're going to go tile all the way around here, floating shelves in here, just to add that much more storage. Then as you come over here, you can tell we're trying to add storage, but this is really the only living space. We have some living space downstairs, but this is like the spot to be. So we have a cabinet that's filled with toys. We have baskets that are filled with toys. We have playthings. All of it just ends up getting corralled into this area because that's what we have. So what we're actually going to do is, I do not like electric fireplaces, so we're going to be getting rid of this electric fireplace and this bump out. That's the only reason this is here. So this is all going out and back and flat to this wall. And we're going to do a low built-in all the way across here. So that will essentially take all of this stuff and move it into a cabinet so you won't see it. It will take this TV off from in front of a window and be able to be mounted on a wall. Hopefully we'll do a frame TV so it's not just like screaming, I'm a TV. And then eventually, if I can find somewhere that is legal to have in the United States, I'm going to have a floating little tiny fireplace right here. That'll be a wood burning. So trying to find that's not $20,000 has been a tough thing. So that is upstairs and what we're doing to just add storage and make it just that much more fitting for our family. So welcome to part 2 of my new house remodel. So down here, we're going to be adding a closet and some built-ins. So why is it studio style? Because we want to be able to be close to our kids and keep our upstairs bedroom separate for guests when they come and stay. So we're going to be sliding this bed over and then adding built-ins around it so that we can just add that much more storage, that much more ease. We can get rid of these dressers and just make it feel that much more open, but actually custom built for us. And then closet here, this will be for more hanging stuff. Currently, right now, we only have one real closet in this house, so this will be very nice to have to actually store clothes in, rather than having a bunch of dressers and everything upstairs, downstairs, all over the place. So then I'll walk you to the back area here. Fun layout. I do enjoy having all the bedrooms together. This is a walkout basement, so light is not really an issue for us. But these two kids' bedrooms are really small, so they don't actually even have closets. So as you walk down here, love having laundry, obviously on the same floor. So we're in our back hallway, and it's good size, you know, it's about 6 feet wide, and it doesn't really serve a purpose for anything other than just holding random junk that I'm still working on. But what we're gonna do down here, since laundry is right here and we don't really have a spot to fold, we don't have a spot to hang things, we're actually going to be adding built-ins all the way across here down to this corner. So we'll have a little bench here, some hooks. This is the door that we use a lot of times to go outside, just because that's where the pool is, that's where all the play things are, is out that door. And so it works really as a mudroom down here more than anything. So we're going to have some big uppers. That'll have some rod and shelves in here so we can store either winter stuff or dry stuff. And then shelves, floating shelves inside of a cabinet, so adjustable shelves in there. And then a low bench here, and then an upper as well. So it's just going to probably quadruple our storage and not make it super obvious that, hey, like, we just needed more storage, so we're just adding cabinetry. Because a lot of times what people do is they'll just build closets in, or they'll just hang stuff on the wall or add stuff, but it's gonna feel more custom and more built in. And that's why we've been thinking about this for a while, to make it the best we can for our family.